Clicking amazing photos and videos straight from your pocket is a big deal today. But how do you even know which phone suits your needs the best? Well, let me help you out with today's video. We'll count down the 5 best camera phones people are loving right now, with links to each one in the description below. Let's head right in. When you're looking for fantastic camera performance without spending a fortune, the phone that keeps coming up in conversation is the Google Pixel 9. This phone really represents incredible value, punching way above its weight when it comes to photos. It brings a lot of Google's signature computational photography tech down to a really accessible level. You get a serious dual camera system on the back. There's a 48 megapixel main sensor with a wide f1.7 aperture and optical stabilization, which is great for steady shots. And it's paired with a 13 megapixel ultra-wide lens, giving you a generous 120-degree field of view. For selfies, there's a 13 megapixel ultra-wide on the front too, with a 96.1-degree view, perfect for squeezing in friends or capturing more of your surroundings. But the real star, frankly, is Google's software processing. Features like Night Sight are consistently praised for delivering impressive results in low light. And even without a dedicated telephoto, its super res zoom gives you surprisingly usable photos at up to 8x magnification. Portrait mode? It handles those nicely, giving you that pleasing background blur. Video isn't an afterthought either. You can shoot in 4K at both 30 and 60 frames per second from the back camera, and 4K 30 FPS from the front. And the combination of optical and electronic stabilization helps keep things smooth. Then there are those clever AI editing tools. Think Magic Editor for tweaks, Magic Eraser to make unwanted stuff disappear, and Best Take, which helps you get everyone looking good in group shots. These features seem to be a big hit, helping transform everyday pictures into something special with minimal fuss. So if camera quality is your priority on a tighter budget, the Pixel 9 is definitely one I'd recommend. And then we have the Samsung Galaxy S25 Plus. This is one that brings serious flagship camera power into a form factor that's maybe a bit more comfortable for many people. Interestingly, it shares a lot of its core camera setup with Samsung's absolute top-tier phone. You get a really high-resolution 50-megapixel main sensor, plus a dedicated 10-megapixel camera for 3x optical zoom. There's also a capable 12-megapixel ultra-wide lens for those expansive shots. Now, it doesn't have that super-long periscope zoom lens you find on the absolute top model, but the AI-powered super-resolution zoom still lets you get pretty close, capturing details even up to 30x magnification. And Samsung packs in a ton of features. Things like Single Take Pro, which captures 14 different types of media from one shot, or Director's View 2.0 for multi-camera previews while you're filming. There's even an enhanced food mode with AI plating suggestions. Pretty wild, right? For video, you can do Portrait Video 2.0 with real-time background blur. And its 8K snap feature lets you pull high-res 33-megapixel stills straight from your 8K video. This phone seems built for creators who love its direct 4K upload capability for apps like TikTok and Instagram. And don't forget the front camera. It's a 12-megapixel shooter with dual-pixel autofocus, which means sharp selfies. Plus, you can record 4K video at 60 FPS from the front, and it even has auto-framing that can track up to 3 people. So if you want top-tier camera specs and a suite of advanced shooting modes in a slightly less bulky package, the Galaxy S25 Plus is definitely one to consider. Next, we have Google's absolute top-tier camera phone, the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL, and it really leans into its computational power. The key here is its Tensor G4 chip, which basically supercharges everything it does with AI. The camera system itself is impressive. A triple camera setup starting with a 50-megapixel main sensor, uses something called Octa-PD autofocus, and has a really wide f1.68 aperture, which helps it capture amazing shots, especially in low light, even rivaling some dedicated cameras. Then you have a powerful 48-megapixel telephoto lens that gives you a 5x lossless zoom, thanks to some clever pixel binning tech. And the 48-megapixel ultra-wide isn't just for wide shot. It also works as a macro camera, letting you focus on tiny details from just 2 centimeters away. But seriously, where this phone seems to shine is with Google's AI features. And the main highlight is the Real Tone 3.0 for incredibly accurate skin tones across different ethnicities. There's Magic Editor 2 for making depth of field adjustments after you've taken the photo. How cool is that? Plus, Best Take Pro ensures everyone looks their best in group shots. Astrophotography time-lapse can even predict star trails, and Audio Eraser cleans up noisy video recordings. Video gets a big boost too, with capabilities like 4K recording at a super smooth 120 frames per second in HDR10+. There's also a new cinematic pan mode that keeps your subject in focus while you move the camera. And for anyone wanting more control, the Pro controls now include professional tools like waveform monitoring and false color exposure. Essentially, the Pixel 9 Pro XL is packed with hardware and AI to help you get incredibly sophisticated photos and videos with remarkable ease. It's definitely a top contender for anyone prioritizing cutting-edge mobile photography. Now, when you talk about pushing the boundaries of mobile photography and especially videography, one name just has to come up: the Apple iPhone 16 Pro Max. This phone really feels like it's trying to redefine what you can do with video on a phone while still being a fantastic still camera. It brings in a new telephoto lens system using a clever tetraprism design, giving you a clear 5x optical zoom, which is roughly a 120mm equivalent lens. And importantly, it manages this zoom without losing its capability in lower light. The main 48-megapixel sensor uses the new stacked pixel technology to help improve the phone's ability to handle really bright and dark areas in the same shot. That gives you fantastic dynamic range, thanks to those 2.44 micrometer merged pixels. Up front, the True Depth camera system got a big upgrade. You'll find features like Smart HDR5 and enhanced portrait lighting effects that compare to having studio-quality light setups for your selfies. Now, for the serious creators out there, this phone introduces log encoding with something called Apple Log 3. This is a huge deal because it gives you an incredible 12 stops of dynamic range. In simple words, it captures way more information, which is super helpful if you plan on professionally color grading your footage in software like DaVinci Resolve or Final Cut Pro. It's also packed with other features like Action Mode for ridiculously smooth 4K 60fps handheld video and Photonic Engine 2, which makes the computational photography processing noticeably faster. Plus, you can capture high-quality ProRes 4K footage directly to external SSDs using its fast USB 3.2 port. And yes, its macro photography got better too, with focus stacking down to 2 centimeters. So if you're looking for a phone that offers incredible video capabilities alongside top-tier photos, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is a standout choice. And our number one pick for the best camera phone right now is the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. This phone really seems to cement its position as incredibly versatile, combining some seriously impressive hardware with Samsung's latest AI tech. Let me explain what I mean. You get a quad camera system on the back. That's 4 different cameras. The main one is pretty groundbreaking, a massive 200-megapixel sensor. It's a fairly large sensor size with a bright f1.7 aperture, which means it captures an exceptional amount of light, helping with clarity and detail. Beyond that high-resolution main sensor, it's got specialized lenses for everything else. There's a 50-megapixel ultra-wide with a wide 120-degree field of view. Then you get 2 telephoto lenses, a 10-megapixel one for 3x optical zoom, and a 50-megapixel periscope telephoto, giving you a clear 5x optical zoom. Having both telephotos is a key difference, offering more flexibility. But the real powerhouse, according to reports, is Samsung's new AI Pro Visual Engine. This tech constantly analyzes your scene in real time, optimizing things like color, dynamic range, and keeping details sharp. It seems particularly good at handling tough lighting situations and maintaining accurate skin tones, even under tricky artificial light. For video creators, there's 8K recording at 30 frames per second. Plus, it can even do directional audio capture using multiple microphones. And it combines optical image stabilization with AI motion prediction, which makes for incredibly smooth footage. And the features keep coming. You've probably heard of the 100x space zoom. That's a mix of optical and AI-enhanced digital magic to get you super close. Nightography mode is also improved, with even better astrophotography features. If you like editing your photos professionally, it supports Expert RAW. And tools like Single Take 3.0 and Generative Edit for intelligent object removal are just plain cool. Simply put, the S25 Ultra brings together top-tier hardware and smart AI to cover almost every possible shooting scenario with remarkable results. Undoubtedly, the best camera phone you can get your hands on right now. Thanks for sticking around. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on the channel for more content like this. Click the bell icon too so you'll get notified every time we drop a new video at FlexiViews.